I'll miss them rainy, cold days after sitting in the beach on cold days.
I know, because I started getting antsy. I'm like, okay, everybody's done, I need to fix some stuff. I know, it's getting antsy. Okay. Trying to see if that's better.
Get your attention, please. Get your attention, please. Hey, everybody. Get your attention, please. All right, thank you all for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. I want to thank everyone, the coaches, the players, all the volunteers and parents for another wonderful season. Without all the volunteers and the coaches, we couldn't do this. So I do appreciate it. The boosters appreciate everything that you've done for us all season long. Appreciate the players and how much hard work you put into the season. And it's bittersweet to see it come to an end. But this is what everybody's been waiting for. This is a little presentation of those awards for all the hard work you put into this season. Of course, while everyone's not getting an award tonight, everyone put in a lot of hard work. These are just some awards that were collected, and appreciate everything the coaches have done all season long as well. They put a lot of hard work and effort into this. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to Coach Stingo and Coach Shaw for the boys presentation.
Hey guys, thanks. This is a good turnout. Thanks everybody for coming, supporting the kids. I appreciate it. Both men and women's parents. We really appreciate all the support all season. A lot of, I know on both sides, a lot of parent sacrifice and volunteer time, money, spend time in the kitchen cooking, that kind of stuff for the boys. We really appreciate it. I know they do, and we do as well. So thank you to all the parents who pitched in. A couple of special thank yous. Thank you to Andy and Jeff and the rest of the board for everything that went into this season. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. And again, we appreciate all of it. So, as everybody knows, neither one of our seasons ended the way we wanted. Everybody wants to end with a championship, but I do think that both teams, both the men's and the women's team, did some growing this season, and we're infinitely proud of that. I know the boys we got together in March and we did not know what we were going to have in May. And player to player, you could go down that table and every one of those players got better. And that's really what it's supposed to be about, growing as people, growing as players, getting better. And if you gauge that as your barometer for success, this was a very, very successful season. And I'm very proud of those guys. I know Coach Shaw and Coach Marco also are very proud of these guys. And there is not one player at that table who did not get better. So, with that said, the team was in a good place at the end of the season, and the seniors who are leaving have laid a groundwork for success in the future. So the future looks really bright with a young team. It's sad to see the seniors go, but everybody got to show up and everybody got to go. So we'll say goodbye right tonight. That'll be that. All right. Coach, anything you want to add before we start calling up classes?
Not yet.
All right, great. All right, so we'll start with the so for you guys who are new, we always start with calling up each individual class, let everybody take the families take the pictures, do what they got to do, and then once that's done, we'll go through awards. I'm typically not very long-winded, so this should not take that long at all. All right, so we'll start with the freshman class. Parker Kale. Walter Eschenauer. Christian Rapchek. Andrew Jones. Corbin Witt. Guys, this is the 2025 freshman class. Ben Morris. Mark Bigelow. Cameron Kurtz. Nathan Herbeck. Joe Littner. Jackson Lowder. Roger Moran. Matthew Mullen. Gabe Muller. Dyer Thomas. Chase Murphy.
So true.
Sophomores from 2025.
Huh?
Alright, so hey, before we talk about the team, seniors up here. Thanks, Bailey. Before I bring the seniors up here, real quick, I know I said I'd be short-winded, and I'm gonna, I promise. A couple of these guys are fairly new to the team. One of them I've been around for a long time, been on play with us for a couple years. The other guy just showed up this year. But this group of seniors, even though it's small, there's only 5 of them, it's top-notch kids, man. So every year, it's hard to see a senior class go, and every year, everybody's weepy about seniors graduating, and every year, I'm going to keep doing that every year. But, I mean, this is the first group that I've really, been around from the time they started playing Pee Wee or middle school lacrosse until now. I just love them to death, man. That's all I got. So, let's just bring them up, all right? Rocco Piscopo. Jackson Lindner. Banquet. And last but not least, Jackson Lilly. Hey, this is the 2025 senior class. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, so I don't mean to be rude, but I'm gonna look at my phone just to make sure I don't miss anybody. If I say your name, there were some All-State awards given out. I'll make sure we recognize that real quick before we do the team awards. So if I say your name, just go ahead and stand up, all right? First team All-State midfield, Jackson Lindner. First team All-State close defense, Jackson Lowther. First team All-State attack, Hunter Bigelow. First team face-off, Anthony Corwin. These guys are all first team All-State players. This is a big feat, guys. Good job. Look, we got one guy at every position, with the exception of goalie, who we will have next year, no doubt. So this is a pretty big deal. We had a good season. Good job, guys. Close defense, Parker Bigelow. Second team All-State attack, Rocco Piscopo. Second team defensive midfield, Dominic Banquet. Who is not here today, Parker Gale.
So, I don't know if you guys recognize this, but I'm extremely proud of that group of, especially defensemen, and offensive players as well. But been coaching this team for 12 years as defensive coordinator, and for the first time, all three of my close defensemen have made first or second team All-State. Including for the second year in a row, a short stick D-Midi. Last year, Anthony Corbin, this year, Dominic Fantasia. So, like I said, I'm extremely proud of those guys. I'm extremely proud of the defensive play this year. We took a guy who played midfield pretty much his whole career. We made him a long stick midfielder this year, and he excelled at that position. He didn't get recognized by the WBSLA, but still, without that guy, we wouldn't have gone as far as we did. We took another close defenseman and made him a long stick midfielder, Dyer Thomas. Jeff Lillard was the first Dyer Thomas here as our second string LSM. He really filled in and played hard for us. We had a couple of defensemen, the close defensemen, that got a lot of minutes, maybe not on the field, but in practice. It really challenged our offense. We put a lot of stress on the offensive players to try and make them better. And I think it paid off in the number of goals that we scored, and by those guys getting recognized as first team All-State players and second team All-State players. So great work, boys. Just sophomores. There's a freshman who's made All-State second team. Jackson. He's a senior. He'll be leaving us. Dom. He's a senior. He'll be leaving us. But we got a couple guys waiting in the wings who want to take spots next year. Okay. So, like I said, great work. And I wanted to say one other thing here. About 12 years ago, Coach Stingo and I took over the boys lacrosse team, and we had a couple goals in mind at that point in time. We wanted to create an opportunity for boys to enjoy and have fun playing lacrosse in Fairmont. And I think we've done that over the years. Just judging by the number of kids that have played, the success that they've had. So I think we've accomplished that goal. The second thing that we want to do every year is we want to win. Both Coach Stinger and I, and even Coach Arco when he came on last year, we've got the same goal we want to have. Develop great kids, great players. And this year, for the first time in a long time, we brought a group of kids together that played hard as a team. As Coach Stingo said, back in March, we met with the seniors that were going to be coming back and the new seniors that were here. And, they set out some goals. And, at the top of that list was becoming good teammates to each other. And I think this group of kids, for the first time in a number of years, there was no animosity. The kids all worked hard together. They pulled the same rope throughout the season, and it showed in how successful they were. Not only these individual awards, but on the field as a team. So again, thanks very much, boys. And the reason I wanted to mention that, the kind of the goals that we have every year is Coach Stingo forgot to mention one of the awardees from the WBSLA. Coach Stingo was named the head coach of the year in the WBSLA.
All right, so hey, we're going to start with the team awards now. I think we've covered everything, right? All right. So a couple years back, Coach Shaw and I, before Coach Arco got here, we started a new award. It's called the Elevation Award. So it's for a player who could have been on the team last year, could be a new player, but who nobody really saw coming, who kind of stepped out of their shell a little bit, and maybe not most improved player, but a player that really we didn't see coming, who just really made an impact on the team and grew and got better as the season went on. So we have 3 of those this year. We typically like to give whoever deserves it. This year we happen to have 3. Thank you. And one of them's not here. The next award, the next elevation award, Walt Eschenauer. Aiden Herbeck. Hey, just so you know, these 3 guys, Parker, Walt, Aiden, they totally earned that, all right? There are a handful of guys on the team that, as the season went on, really grew too. I mean, we could have given this to a number of people. We just thought these guys really, as far as all-encompassing, being great teammates, growing as players, they just deserved it. So we were happy to give it to them. All right? All right, guys. You have a seat. Thanks, guys. All right, this award is similar, but different. This is a guy who was on the team last year and who played well for us. We changed his position. We asked different things of him, and he put in a ton of work in the offseason, was competent with both hands, and is probably, I would say, hands down from last season to this season, the most improved player, and that is Ryder Moran. Somebody out here wants to take a picture.
Mama wants a picture.
Maybe not. So, we named a Warrior Award this year. Typically, this is a girls' award. They kind of developed this award, and they give it to girls for different reasons. For us, we already had an award, and the girls have it too, I think, maybe, I don't know, a True Grit Award, which we also give out for different reasons. This one, I'm just giving it to this kid because he's a fighter, and I like that. He's got, he works very hard on the field. He led our team in ground balls. I scored first or second in ground balls, I can't remember. But he's just a fighter. He doesn't take shit from anybody, and he plays hard all the time. So we're going to give Jackson Littner the Warrior Award. Alright, so across the board, I think in all the polar bear sports, is that true, Mr. Laird? They give ice bears all years. So across the board, we give, Fairmont Senior gives, they call them ice bears, really they're icebergs. I don't know why the hell they call them ice bears, but they're icebergs looking things, which are very cool, to all of the outgoing seniors. It's a big deal. Fairmont Senior has a strong athletic tradition. Being a senior athlete at Fairmont Senior means something. All right, so we give these out. And this first one is for Hunter Bigelow. Dominic Fantasia. Jackson Lilly. Jackson Littner. a little different, but mainly because this is our only four-year letterman. We asked a lot of him as a freshman, too much, it was unfair, but he accepted it in stride, kept smiling and making everybody laugh. And he continued that shit for 4 years. We really appreciate it. No, I got nothing else. I got an ID, all right? Rocco Biscoe. All right, guys, this is the seniors once again. All right, I mentioned this award briefly. This is the True Grit Award. We have given this award for different things over the years. We've had people who dealt with things in their family, or people who've had mid-season surgeries, or I believe we had somebody who had to have open heart surgery one year during the season and still came to practice, which was just unbelievable. So this is called the True Grit Award, and we give it for a bunch of different reasons. The one we're giving out today is to a kid who drew a very tough defensive assignment every week, game in and game out, and took it in stride, wanted it, craved it, wanted the matchups, was a dog and mean and nasty on the field, and then just made everybody smile on the sideline in the locker room. This is for Dog Fantasia. This is an odd award. This is going to be our Offensive Player of the Year that we are going to give to a defenseman. Our Offensive Player of the Year is Hunter Bigelow. So Hunter has been playing long stick defense for the last, I don't know, almost decade. And he transferred to Fairmont Senior. We needed a righty attackman, and he was more than happy to fill that role and did it very, very well. Obviously, earning first team All-State, even though he hadn't touched a shorty in whatever, 10 years, something like that. So congratulations.
Hey, Navy SEAL, by the way.
All right. The next one, Defensive Player of the Year. This is a no-brainer. All right. This guy definitely drew another tough assignment every week, every game. Wanted it. So good job, Jackson Lally. All right. Most Valuable Player Award, which we covet. It's a pretty big one, a pretty important one. And this season, with the way that what Coach Shaw said about this group of kids, we probably could have given it to a couple different people, and it would have been fine. But we decided through the trials and the ups and downs he had to have during the season, and to still finish as strong as he did, and to at points carry us, especially after Hunter got hurt. We're gonna give this Most Valuable Player Award to Anthony Corbin. Last thing we got, and I promise this was as short and sweet as I could have made it. The last one we got, I know that there's no one in this room, maybe except for Coach Shaw and maybe a couple other parents who have some older children who were around when a woman named Melissa Nagowski was part of our program. Yeah, because I knew you guys were there. Oh, you play. There we go. So anyway, that was a couple decades ago, and she
Poor Ryan. She walked into that, didn't she?
anyway, sometime in the very, very, very recent past, this woman named Melissa Nagowski got a group of, started with the ladies, got a group of young ladies who were very interested in having lacrosse at Fairmont Senior. She put a lot of work in with the Board of Education, a lot of work in with the administration of Fairmont Senior, and she made it happen. And the next season, she was able to do the same for the boys, with a good core group of boys who spent some time at some camps pre-season, and they hit the ground running. And Melissa was the cog that got everything running. So we name an award after her. It's called the Nagowski Award. We give that to a player who we think encompasses all that lacrosse should be. Invested in your teammates, invested in the school, invested in doing what's right. They don't necessarily have to be the greatest player on the team. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But what they are just wonderful, well-rounded teammates and people. So to get the Nagowski Award is a special honor with Fairmont Senior lacrosse. So if you know a recipient of it, and they're sitting across from you, and you have an opportunity to hire someone who won one of those, that's a good hire. Hire that person. All right. So this year, for the first time in the history of Fairmont Senior lacrosse, we have two because we couldn't decide. And I know that is a cop-out, and I apologize, but I don't because I love them both and they both deserve it. So we'll just yell them out both at the same time. Rocco Episcopo and Jackson Lilly. That's it, guys. One more round of applause.
Next, I would like to introduce our girls coaches for the girls award. We have Coach Andy Mayer.
My first year, and especially bringing the girls in and out all the time. So thank you for being awesome parents and letting these girls do this sport. All in all, I just have such a big passion for this sport, and I just want to pass it on to everyone else. So thank you, girls, for my first year. It was rough, but it's a growing year, right? And we're gonna do it. But some of them know me from travel, but being here in this spot for high school, I'm excited. I'm very excited for years to come, and these girls mean a lot to me already, even though it's been 1 year. Thank you to these two for literally just, I feel like if I'm dragging, they're there to pick me up, so thank you to these two. You guys are amazing. John and Jerry are not here, but also literally holding my hand through this year. Definitely couldn't have done it without them. Bailey, thank you for everything as well. Blair, thanks for helping. Good man. Thank you, boosters, for everything too. You guys have been holding my hand as well, and I really appreciate that. I'll also keep it short and sweet. Thanks for leaving the role. But we're gonna call up our freshman class first. Okay. Rylan. Juniors, Godzilla. Liz. Jocelyn. Skylar. We should bring up the senior class. Really big win for All right, we got Maya. Hayden. structure for our defense. And no matter what, she got it done. So Maya, yeah. For midfield MVP, this girl, I don't think she gets exhausted, honestly. You ask her to do it, she does it. It doesn't matter what. Great team player overall. Can't thank you enough. So, Ayla, thank you. Alright, this is our true French player. She came out not knowing anybody, came in, did the job, and was even a leader. So Sophia, thank you. Warriors are underclassmen who get the job done, who are just raising the bar and making a difference on the team. And we really felt that these two really deserve it. And they are also the ones who are just like, all right, you done? All right, no questions asked. So, Marissa and Jersey. So, being new, obviously, Ryan has helped me a lot with your traditions and everything, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm excited to be a part of that. I think the Nasty Award is phenomenal. This girl, I just feel like after every practice, she's like, how do I get it? What did I do wrong? How can you tell me what to fix and everything? And then every time that she's in practice, her attitude is just like bubbly. She's always got a smile on her face, and she's always ready to work hard. So Olivia, we thank you. Y'all live. Y'all live. So we have a new award. We decided that we would do Rookie of the Year. I feel like in preseason we're like, oh, okay, but then all of a sudden you just like showed out, and I just kept dropping my jaw every time. So thank you for just hustling and doing your thing, Sydney. So again, with the traditions and everything, the live like say, this goes to the player who always has your back, and this girl, I just feel like it doesn't matter what age group, she's just like always, hey, what's wrong, trying to get the team together again. So Hayden, thank you. So with the stats and everything, I think this is really
out one more, but she's on the track.
She does have an interest in a lot of stuff. She wanted to do track, cross, and rec soccer, and she made state meet with the shuttle girls. And I was like, you know, you don't have to do what everybody else does.
It's going to feel like something else.
It's gonna be weird though.
I started coaching that time in 2010. Announced it in 2020.
We're gonna miss having you announcing for sure. This is such a good
I've enjoyed it. It's going to feel weird. Slip into some more car steps.
In the carpentry, that goes to Jeff Foley.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, here's that.